Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. As you know, my friend Flossie recently created a video talking about how you can beat each Minecraft boss with nothing. And I thought this video was really cool. But another person I know, Dragon Engineer Gaming, aka Jeremiah Gaming, he created a reaction video to this, and I really did not like that video, so I'm going to be reacting to it and showing what I think is wrong. This is not a hate video, but please enjoy. Let's get into it.
Bosses are pretty tough. Let's be honest. A lot of us spent.
Okay, so
we don't need a lie counter. That's just rude.
Up just so we can.
Well, actually, it may be called when I say lie counter, I mean more like mistruth, because he's probably mistaken.
Kill the Ender Dragon and then have it bop us into the void. But what if that was wrong?
Well,
what if we could kill all the bosses without any armor, tools, or weapons, with nothing? What if it was possible? And that's what
Jeremiah's just adding unnecessary commentary.
He actually beats them with
I mean, really, we don't need you to.
Before we start the video, I wanted to draw your attention to the fact that...
this is just funny. We don't
Okay,
know which one's
okay, we can tell. We're not dumb. People aren't stupid. We can tell which is which.
Within 50 blocks range of it.
This next one, actually, I've used the strategy before.
I'm surprised you knew this, but the Elder Guardian is a boss.
Of its eyes and
I mean, it's not uncommon knowledge for that it's a boss. It's really not. I've known this for a while. Flossie's known this for a while. A lot of people have. It's not uncommon knowledge. Yeah, the strategy works if you do it correctly. You just need enough space and a solid wall.
Let's test this out.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Okay, you're not doing it correctly. The Elder Guardian needs to be further back so you don't hit the spikes.
Damaging us.
Also, it is with nothing since this is all pre-made. You didn't bust anything. That makes me mad. And actually, the majority, he says, with the Warden is true. You just don't do it correctly. That's what makes me mad. He doesn't do it correctly, and he claims it's all false. It's not false. It is completely true, completely accurate.
We're not going to be able to have it for...
And the Warden isn't even a boss mob. You can look it up right now.
So, yes, the Warden is not a boss. Technically, it is not a boss. However, the community has been calling it a boss for a while now, so I think it's only fair that we call it a boss, since so much of the community is already built off of the assumption that it is, and so much of Minecraft is built from the community. So much of it, and so if the community is calling it a boss now, shouldn't we too? Shouldn't we follow an example and kind of call it a mini-boss at least? That's just my opinion.
Today's video, but it's very similar to the Iron Golem.
So it is like defeating an Iron Golem, just because they have similar height and pretty similar stats in comparison to each other.
I'm not really sure if this is implying that you can just get an Iron Golem.
So that is not what he meant. That is also not defeating with nothing. And you say one shot and it takes you 5 hits with another hit.
So it'll take
shot,
5 Iron Golems to beat the Warden, but...
So no, it's not with nothing, but he never suggested it in the video in the first place. He was not supposed to.
Use that. Believe it or not, there are actually many ways you can defeat the Warden.
I don't believe it.
One of them is just simply backing up from it.
This is the most stupid strategy.
It's, okay, first of all, it's just rude to call that dumb, and it works. It works if you do it correctly. It works if you do it correctly, whether you like it or not. I've seen many people do it, and I've done it many times myself. It is not that hard.
No.
Well, actually, it is pretty hard. So it's not easy, but hey, it's possible.
Oh.
And notice you didn't sneak once. Notice you got away and the Warden wasn't following you. So if you had moved fast enough, gone to his back, if you had done it correctly, you would have made it. You're not doing it correctly. You're never sneaking. You're just running straight onto it. See, you just escaped. If you ran away, then circled back, then you know it's not that hard.
Maybe.
It's not that complicated. It's possible, but it's not easy. It's possible.
Okay, let's see his next strategy. Prove that false.
When it's trying to attack you, you can also pillar up.
Oh, pillar up. Hey, Warden.
Yeah, I do agree with you on this one. Pillaring up does not work, especially with the sonic boom attack. It does work when you have a shield, but that's not with nothing.
Oh.
So we have a shield that does work, but
You
otherwise,
guys,
I do
boom
agree with
attack,
you.
it
It's
killed us.
it's not real.
Hide behind a pillar.
Hide behind a pillar.
And hiding behind a pillar just works.
What
I
a
assume he means
wonderful
behind a wall.
idea. Let's see if this one works. So, I don't really know what he means by this, but
You don't know entirely what he means. Why on earth are you? Why on earth is there the sarcasm?
like right
Yes,
here,
hiding behind a
another
wall.
thing, and, like,
If you shoot fast enough, and
I
if
don't
you
really know
sneak
what he means.
around it,
Is this what he means?
it works. Why the sarcasm?
Okay, let's hide behind the pillar.
See,
hiding
he's
behind the
literally dodging and
Yeah,
weaving the
She
warden.
can't get us, but then
He's literally
if we get-
successfully doing it, but he's jumping up and
Yeah,
down.
warden.
If he would
Yeah,
not
can't
jump
get
up
us.
and down, I
Oh,
think
we're so fast.
he would actually be
Oh,
able to
we're
do it and get
invincible.
some hits off, and eventually possibly
We're
kill
hiding.
the warden.
We're-
It's like he's trying
So
to
the
die
Ender
to
Dragon,
disprove
the
this.
only thing wrong about the Ender Dragon is who he credits for submitting the idea.
Okay, yeah, so I am going to be skipping this because, so I do agree, he does credit the wrong person. That is something you are very right about. He does credit the wrong person. I do think he should have dove deeper into that, so he knew for sure. But I am going to be skipping this because it's not anything really important, but I do agree with you on that. I will say that.
Any other.
Okay, next,
Like,
Wither.
we can set our spawn points and punch down the Wither, but the Wither can actually fly. And
Okay.
Minecraft players can't fly unless we have an Elytra and we're trying to beat it with nothing. But
Okay, we
there
can
are
agree
other
on
ways
this.
of
We can
doing
all
this
agree on
than
this.
just spawning it into your normal world. You can trap it in the nether roof. I did it wrong, but there are other
And hey, this
methods
works.
of doing
Right.
it on the internet
This works.
that work,
You
so you can look it up there.
Trap it in another roof.
If you do it
the thing.
properly.
I don't really know how
So
to do
is
it,
it
but I've seen it
possible?
done before.
Yes. Have I done it? No.
Wait
Okay.
a minute.
What now?
He forgot to do something. So he didn't tell us how to beat the Wither with anything. So he forgot to do the raid, which is technically a boss.
Okay, so yes, the raid is a boss, but an important emphasis on something is it is a boss fight, not a boss mob. I think Flossy's only talking about boss mobs in this. I think that was the goal. I didn't think he meant boss fights, because there's a very distinct difference between a boss fight and a boss mob. They're two very different things. So a boss mob would be like the Wither or the Ender Dragon, and a boss fight would definitely be the raid. So yes, you are correct. But you're also wrong. You're both in a weird way. Because it's a boss fight. So I doubt he would have featured it here.
And, I mean, I'm not forcing him to do mini bosses, but... Oh, I will link Ant Venom and Camman 18. In the description. So,
Okay.
mini bosses, I'll just state all the mini bosses here. Evokers, Ravagers, Illusioners, which Illusioners won't spawn naturally, and there's no spawn egg for them. To get them, you type in /summon Illusioner, and then Giants, which is /summon Giant.
Okay, so I actually don't think we should really classify Illusioners and Giants as mini-bosses, because since they're technically not an official feature of the game, like, they're in the game, and they are fully coded, but I really don't think we should count them as an official feature. Well, we shouldn't count them as mini-bosses if they're not official features. I think that's kind of unfair. So they really shouldn't, because they're cool mobs, and I wish they were officially in the game, but they're not official, so they shouldn't be mini-bosses. At least in my opinion, I don't think they should count, so.
And those are all the mini bosses.
Okay, what he does next is really weird. And actually, I didn't know Evokers and Ravagers were mini-bosses, so that's a cool fact.
Yeah.
And what is he?
So
what he
let's
does next?
update
What
this title by
Jeremiah
using,
Gaming does next? He's
this
so
thing,
rude.
Inspect elements and
Watch
see what
this.
his title really should be. How to kill. So I expect you to update your title.
He
to,
literally
how to
changed
Ender,
the title.
Wrong.
And why this makes me so mad is he just, that's, not only is that so rude to just go in there and change somebody's title like that, that really probably hurt Flossie's feelings. So can you just not? That's really rude. I don't think you should do that anymore. And even like a title can be really precious to a YouTuber like me or Flossie, because all of the editing, everything I do is on my phone, and so it takes me hours on end to edit this. I started filming this on a Monday. I am posting this Wednesday night. Do you realize that? So editing takes forever, and so even something like a title is precious. So don't do that. Also, why just the Ender Dragon? You also agreed to the Wither. You also agreed with everything about the Wither. It was doing it with nothing. You can trap it on the nether roof with nothing other than the supplies to spawn it, which I don't think that counts. And with the Warden, you didn't do anything correctly. And with the Elder Guardian, you didn't have enough space, so no wonder the spikes would poke you, because it wasn't for enough back. And all of the structures that you would have used would have been pre-made, so it's not using blocks to make it. Also, I'm pretty sure, even if we were using blocks, I'm pretty sure he means not using any tools or weapons or armor or a shield like that. I don't think he means blocks. I don't really think that counts. That's just my opinion, but please don't change the title. That is incredibly rude. This entire video was incredibly rude, so please, just be better about doing that next time. Seriously, you could really hurt Flossie's feelings and make a pretty bad video and make a lot of people upset in the process. Just saying. So please, don't do that again. So he changes the title. So why would you change the title? The title is completely fine, and it is accurate. Flossie, if you're watching this, you do not have to change the title. You do not have to change the video. The video is perfectly accurate. I have no idea what Dragon Gaming is talking about. I hope you know that.
Please? Because
it is absolutely ridiculous what you said in this video that we just watched.
So how to kill the Ender Dragon with nothing.
And I hope all of you guys watching agree with me,
stream,
because
tell me in the comments section. But otherwise,
it's honestly really ridiculous.
That's the time we have for today's video.
And watch them all
so make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed.
No. But anyway, so this was actually pretty
did you just hear that? You could have just left a dislike. You didn't have to let the whole world know. Okay, listen, dude. You have just been rude for a long time. Please, just stop. You're criticizing both me and Flossie, and it needs to stop. It is getting ridiculous. It's enough. You're calling me a copier. You're calling him a copier. You're criticizing all of his videos. You made this video. Honestly. Is it because we don't have the same amount of subscribers as you? Anyhow, thank you guys for watching. This is not a hate video. I hope you know this is purely in defense of both me and my friend, because this has been getting ridiculous. So this will also be probably the last video I'm posting this in a week, because I will be going on vacation the day after this is posted. So I'm going to be taking a break, and I won't be uploading much more, so that gives you plenty of times to think for any questions you have or any video ideas you might have for me. So that gives you plenty of time to think. Also, little tip for you, Jeremiah. This isn't criticizing or anything. I would suggest cutting out some of the footage of, like, the background, like with this audio that's in the background right now. It's like this editing software thing. I suggest cutting that stuff out and making slightly shorter videos. It'll help the attention span of the viewer. But otherwise, Colin